Elizabeth!
No, Elizabeth!
No! Elizabeth, don't!
This is Left Unsupervised with Elizabeth Morales, your comedic host that's done it all. Actress, writer, director, producer, hairdresser, bartender, beauty pageant organizer, rock and roll PR expert, talent coordinator, bookkeeper, hostess, makeup artist, wife, mother, and general badass. Now listen as she interviews all of her favorite celebrities, doctors, and entrepreneurs that she's met along the way. This week, Elizabeth is left unsupervised with her guest,
Jeannie Jarnot. So, Dana, this week, oh my God, we have a great guest, Jeannie Jarnot.
Jeannie Jarnot, the founder, skin guru of Beauty Heroes.
Yes. And we're going to learn so much about natural beauty products that have no silicone. And she's going to explain to us all about Beauty Heroes. And I can't wait to hear.
This season's been so interesting, for learning for me, because I feel like we've had so many guests that have been beauty and health and wellness, and I feel like I'm learning so much about all of those things, but also like specifically skincare is something that I know almost nothing about.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with anything skin, anything face, anything laser, anything.
I mean, I wish.
But what's really cool about this is there's so much information out there. So hopefully this will clear up some things that are out there, because sometimes when there's so much information on natural stuff and it gets confusing.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be the first one to admit there's a lot of areas in my life where I feel very competent, but skincare is not one of them. I don't even think I've ever had a facial.
What?
I know. I say that, and granted, I've also admitted on this show, I cut my own hair. I've never had a facial. It shouldn't be a surprise that I haven't, but I haven't.
Well, we're gonna change that.
I think what I need maybe more than that is like an actual skincare routine, because right now I wake up, I'll splash cold water on my face, and then I'll wash my face when I'm in the shower, and that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, it's important now to have a skincare routine for you in your 20s.
I did just get a jade roller because I follow, and everybody should follow Heather McMahon on Instagram. She's incredible, but I did get a jade roller because of her, and I don't know what it does, but I put it in the freezer, and then I roll it on my face, and it feels really nice.
Well, it's good for the lymphatic system in your face. So what it does is there's certain areas that you want to hit with the jade roller, so it drains the lymphatic system and cleans it. It also helps with bags I have a jade roller. It's in my fridge too.
Yeah.
I mean, I could literally buy a small town on the amount of beauty products that I have in my bathroom.
Do you hold on to products for a long time, even if you're not using them? Because that's something I'm pretty good about, is I'll get rid of stuff that I either don't use or have used up most of.
When it comes to skincare, I use everything. When it comes to makeup, I tend to hold on to it longer than I should, probably because I always think I'm going to get that color, but then I have 50 browns.
I don't know why.
But I never have the right brown.
You've known me for a few years now. Have you ever seen me wear a bold lip?
No.
I own hundreds of bold lips, and I never wear them.
Why?
I don't. I love them in the store. I think it's the new me. I'm I'm going to be the girl that will casually wear a bold lip, but I don't. But I will. And some of my higher end makeup is things I would never wear. I've got probably 12 dark reds from MAC and not a single nude.
What would happen if you just did it?
I feel I'd be so self-conscious. Also, I don't know if anybody else feels this way. I feel I look very heavy in a bold lip when I'm out in the world, but for some reason in Sephora, I don't feel like I look
when
that.
You're surrounded by every color of the rainbow with every palette.
I bought a gray the last time I was there. A gray lip.
No.
I did.
I don't see you with a gray lip.
But I did. I got it. I own it. It belongs to me. And I've never worn it.
And what was it, all of $30?
Yeah, it was, which is insane. I could probably afford a facial if I stopped buying dumb lip
You
colors.
need to get a facial, girl. Let me tell you, now is the time to prevent. Prevent. You're in your 20s. This is when you want to take good care of your skin. Plus, you have that Italian blood.
Okay.
Yeah. So prevent. That's really important. And getting a facial is good. But my bathroom has I have a derma roller. Here we go.
Ready?
I have a derma roller. I have a new face. I have the jade roller. I have the red light treatment, red light, blue light, green light. Oh, I have one of those rollers that Nurse Jamie has that's made out of like iron, and you roll it and it's got like onyx, these little stones, and I roll it on my face. I have cucumber pads. I have an ice mask. I have a...
We're still, just for people at home.
These are just little
These are just
gadgets.
apparatuses. These are not, we haven't even gotten into like skincare product yet. These are just tiny gadgets. Also, what the fuck is a red light, green light, blue fish, red fish? Do I need this?
One fish, two fish?
I was like, what? I was like, she's joking. And then the look on your face was, I'm being very serious.
Oh, no, I'm being serious.
What is this light?
It's this light. Okay, so red light is to stimulate collagen in your face. Blue light helps for like acne and pores. Green light helps for little red veins, that you get like either around your face, like a little, red
Is it a
spot.
light bulb?
It's you either get a wand or it's a whole face mask where you look like, what was that horror film with the guy with the ski mask, with the red, white ski mask? What was his name? Jason?
Okay.
So it's kind of like a Jason mask, and you put that on, and then it has the neck, and then it has the chest, the light.
Does it work?
I don't know. I
there's
mean,
something about this.
Okay,
where I'm
so
like,
some of them really work. Like the one that kind of has electric, like little, like you electrocute a little bit, like the muscles in the face.
Wait, you go home and you electrocute your own face? I have a bar of soap and a St. Ives apricot scrub, and you're No wonder you look like you and I look like me. That's so much.
And then I drink a little vampire blood. Plus, I'm Latina. We age really well.
Oh,
I gotta
yes,
say.
yes,
I mean, I'm not
definitely.
trying to pat myself on the back, but
No,
I think
but it's
Latinas
true.
just do.
Would you ever get one of those vampire facials, or have you gotten a vampire facial?
I have not. That is yes to that. I mean, for God's sakes, I said on I think one of my very first show that I put cream made out of foreskin. Just
Where?
like from a. Yeah.
Where do they get it? Just like following like people that are having like a bris
It
around?
was this fancy schmancy doctor that somebody had recommended me to, and he had this line of cream. So in answer to your question, not to get into this repetitive story, Mike made me stop using the cream because it kind of had a weird funky smell in the first few
No
minutes.
shit, you had baby dicks all over your face. But I do have a follow-up on that because it's
that didn't sound right.
No, it didn't.
that did not sound right.
At some point, this doctor had to go to a bank and say his business plan to get
this is like very well known.
Exactly. But there was a point where this was not a business yet. And it was not a thing, and it wasn't respected. And a grown man had to explain to an accountant why he needed an excess of foreskin. Like, this really happened. And then he had to do a good enough job convincing a bank that enough people would buy this, that it would work well enough.
Listen.
There
And
was an elevator pitch.
there was consumers that, it was not a cheap cream. And so whatever. It was like, so in answer to your question, yes, I would do anything. I would pretty much try anything. For like skincare wise and stuff. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I don't know if I would do the foreskin cream. I might do a vampire facial, but also I might want to try just a regular old facial first. I don't know if I would like start with the highest, most like, I feel like you're on like if it was a video game, like level 100. And I'm like, I don't know,
I'm
is
on
this
the
how I hold the
pro.
controller?
I'm on the pro level.
Yeah. You're in the arena. You've been around the block.
When you're working with time or against time, you learn really quick. Every beauty treatment out there. Plus, we're in Hollywood. Come on, there's a lot of expectations. Women can't really. They don't want you growing old gracefully. You gotta like really. Even if I wasn't in LA, I'm a little vain when it comes to my skin. So I like to take care of my skin. I do.
That's what I feel like I loved so much about the Beauty Heroes website was she's already done all the work, and
yes.
their standard is so high. I've never seen like ingredients list standard that is this detailed and informative. So if you are curious, if you're like me, if you're just now dipping your toe into skincare, it's a very informative site to go to and learn a little bit about what is good for your skin, just to learn ingredients even that are good for it.
Listen, even if you think you know everything about beauty because, I mean, I'm pretty well informed. I don't, by any stretch of the imagination, know everything about beauty, but I am, I would say, pretty schooled.
I mean, you've got a Jason mask in your bathroom
Exactly.
ready to go. So I think your opinion on stuff is...
Imagine what Mike goes through.
I picture that your bathroom, I picture
It's like
Mike has a toothbrush and a bar of soap, like an inmate.
Yeah.
And then
the
have
rest is
everything.
me. Like every gadget, everything is plugged in, plugged out. But hey, listen, he gets the benefits from a lot of the stuff too, because like my little LED wand with the red light helps with inflammation. So like when he's had a pulled muscle or something, if you apply that red light onto the muscle, it really helps with the inflammation. So
That seems like your elevator pitch to be like, babe, I need to spend $600 on something. It's also good for you.
God damn it, Dana. Don't be giving my secrets out. I don't think Mike listens, but
I'm sure he does. He's a good boy.
Good boy, baby.
Well, I'm really excited to talk about this.
Yes.
This with this week's guest. I'm excited to learn more.
Yeah, so let's go and get her. And I'm super, super stoked to learn more about beauty because, you know, I'm down with all that.
You're a geek. You're a beauty geek.
I am. This week's guest is keeping the Girl Boss train going strong this season. Former spa director turned skincare guru, she founded Beauty Heroes on her own mantra of use less, love more. I cannot wait to find out what that means. Jeannie is rocking it. I cannot wait to talk to her about her ebook, masterclass, and the journey from working in one country to running her own skincare empire. Please help me welcome the amazing green beauty herself, Jeannie Jarnot. Welcome.
Hi, Elizabeth.
How are you?
I'm so great here in LA today.
Oh my God. You're from?
I'm from the Bay Area, right outside of San Francisco.
Okay. You're originally from Hawaii.
Honolulu, yeah.
Why would you ever leave that island?
I know. I'm trying to get myself back there.
So I have so much that I want to talk to you about. Beauty, I would say, is probably my second love. My first love is entertainment. My second love is beauty. And it's so hard in this time because there's so much information that it's hard to navigate. And so could you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to create Use Less, Love More, and
Sure.
what exactly that means?
Absolutely. Well, Beauty Heroes started as a very simple idea, and it was inspired by three things. One, there was actually a lack of information around beauty and ingredients and what was actually truly good for you or harmful to you.
Right.
Back when I had the idea for Beauty Heroes. So that was one inspiration. The second inspiration was me really falling in love with brands that created beautiful products that were good for you, that were ethically made, sourced, and effective, and wanting to share their stories and connect people to healthy beauty one hero product at a time. And the third inspiration was in my spa, as a spa director, I would see women coming in for facials and treatments and really feeling a whole lot of product overload. So I had this idea to start this company that would slow down beauty discovery, deliver healthy beauty in a focused and intentional way, and educate on brands and founders and companies that were really creating products that were genuinely good for you and effective, just made you feel good and smell good and look good.
Well, yeah, because some of the products, especially natural products, don't have all the ingredients or don't have the ingredients. I don't even know if the FDA, do they have to put all the ingredients in skincare?
They do have to list all of the ingredients except for ingredients that are categorized as fragrance.
Right.
So you do need to list them. It's extremely confusing. As somebody who's studied ingredients pretty much my whole career, I'm always doing research. And then one thing that I've learned through the last 25 years is that if you ask 5 cosmetic industry experts or 5 cosmetic chemists the exact same question, you will get 5 different answers, guaranteed. There's a lot of different studies, and it's just very confusing out there.
It is very confusing. And I interviewed a dermatologist who I asked her about skincare natural. And she said, well, that's not always guaranteed because everything starts natural. But I don't think that so much I agree with that because there's a lot of things that aren't natural but are still effective. So you have to, I think, balance, right? Really know what product you're buying. So what could people expect when they go to Beauty Heroes?
Yeah, so one of the things that we've been really diligent about is our ingredient standard. We really do have the strictest ingredient standard in the beauty industry. We exclude whole classes of ingredients like ethoxylated ingredients, no synthetic fragrance.
What's ethoxylated? What does that mean?
Yeah, good question. Ethoxylated ingredients are actually ingredients that are very common that have gone through a chemical process called ethoxylation.
Okay.
And that process can leave a byproduct of 1,4-dioxane, which is a carcinogen. And nobody knows this. This is, more and more people are learning about this, and there are great companies that are coming out and banning certain ingredients. We just say no to all ethoxylated ingredients because they might have 1,4-dioxane in them. They might not. And that's an example of where we're really trying to do the homework for people. And the beautiful thing is that when you take out all these ingredients that are questionable, there isn't science that maybe is definitive on an ingredient,
right.
But there are some studies that show it could be harmful. When you remove all of those ingredients, there are still so many good ingredients. They're more expensive. They may be harder to source, but you can make incredibly beautiful, effective products that are really good for you.
Well, and this is where you come in. You are a true beauty hero because there's no, seriously, we as women consume most of skincare. Yeah. I know I probably consume 90% of that 90% because
yes,
always,
of the products in our bathroom, we're using 90% of what's in there. Our male partners, husbands, boyfriends are using a very small percentage. Absolutely.
Well, and usually it's us shopping for them.
Sure.
So I think somebody like you, I know a lot about beauty, but when it comes to specific ingredients, we need more people like you that can go, no, this is not a good ingredient. So it's great to have a place that when you want the pure, we have somebody like you who's the guru and go, you can come here if this is what you're looking for. We need more of that.
Absolutely. And I think that natural's a tricky term, but the truth is that the products that use these really good ingredients, I think are so much better. So you are not sacrificing at all. Beyond ingredients that are harmful for our bodies, there are some ingredients that are harmful for the environment. And we really look at that as well. And that is something that is going to be starting to get more attention as we clean up, some of the really obvious things like plastics and packaging and all of the things that we're all focusing on right now. The first step of that was actually when they banned the sunscreens that were harmful to the reefs. There will be more studies coming out about other ingredients that are harmful to our oceans, to animals, and as that comes to light, we will be seeing more of that. But we will look at that too at Beauty Heroes, so something we care deeply about.
Well, and it's so funny because your skin is your largest organ, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the stuff that we'll put whatever on.
Yeah.
We'll think about what we're going to eat. I don't want to eat this. I don't want to. But there's not enough information, I think, for your skin, which is the hugest organ in our body and absorbs everything into our organs and everything. So.
I think one thing people don't know is that the majority of mainstream cosmetics have an ingredient called PEGs, P-E-G, and that is polyethylene glycol, which is a liquid plastic. And we put it all... It's in our shampoo, it's in our foundation. We put it all over our bodies, in our self-tanner and our bronzer, and you can make products without it. There are healthier, biodegradable alternatives to those. They're just more expensive to formulate with. So,
well, I'm just so amazed at skin anyway, because I tortured my skin in my 20s. I used to put baby oil and iodine.
Sure, we all did. We all did. And I put sun in my hair and all kinds of stuff.
Oh my God! Well,
growing up in Hawaii, we were putting on the suntan oil, not
the Maui Babe. Was my favorite.
Yeah, and the one that smelled like coconut and gardenia, and that's all synthetic fragrance. And
oh my God,
it's all we weren't protecting our skin, and now we know better, so we're going to do better.
Well, now let's talk a little bit about you. And you were a longtime spa director, and what inspired you to jump into this industry of
You know what's cool is I actually had the idea for Beauty Heroes for a long time and never even considered jumping. And then I left my job as a spa director and worked for a startup entrepreneur. She founded a fitness company and I watched her do it. I was her number 2, and I watched her build her company from the ground up and helped her build her company. And I really was inspired by watching another woman do it.
Girl power.
Yeah, seriously. And then I was approaching 40 and I just sort of, flashed ahead in my life and I thought about, I'm going to die a spa director. Like this is my career and I've pretty much gotten to the highest point in it. And I was
Reached
coasting.
the glass ceiling.
Yeah, I was coasting on it. And, you make a lot of other sacrifices as an entrepreneur. So I don't think that would have been a bad decision, but I chose to jump. So,
and it's working out great for all of us.
Yeah, I hope so.
You recently published a book, Be Your Own Hero. So what can we expect to read in the book?
Yeah, so Be Your Own Beauty Hero is really an ebook that was designed to help empower you with the information and have it delivered in a really succinct way. We have an ingredient pocket guide that's free on our site, which is super succinct. But the idea at Beauty Heroes is to really give you the information that you need to make informed decisions. I think as women, if we choose to sort of wear our favorite lipstick that is not a clean lipstick, or, we choose to wear mascara is a very popular one where people have a really hard time switching from traditional to a green formula. It's like, okay, well, make that decision and be informed about it. People talk about like, oh, it's so stressful. Well, there shouldn't be any stress around it.
Pick your poison, literally.
Yeah, and be empowered about it. We're all doing our best. We're all in this together. The idea behind the ebook was just to give people the information so they can make informed decisions. So we packaged it all up. It's just an easy way to get a lot of ingredient information quickly.
Oh, that's amazing. And it's hard to find that. So it's good that people have actually a place that they can go. I'm going to be using your website now to look at things, because you know what I can't find? Maybe you can help me with this. I am having the hardest time finding a good natural deodorant.
You and everybody else.
Oh, my God. And my son, I don't want him using all that stuff. And he's 14.
Yes.
He needs deodorant.
Yes.
So
I got
what do
the
you
trick.
recommend?
So actually, it's not really about the deodorant. It's about the technique.
Okay.
So I've got the tip for you. It's
Ooh, I want to hear this.
It's a 2-step process, and I resisted this for a really long time, and then I finally succumbed. So I'm wearing a silk dress today.
Uh-huh.
When I would wear like a silk dress or I'd be speaking, I'll tell you this secret. I would wear natural deodorant. It's not an antiperspirant, so I'd kind of sweat a little bit, and it would sort of stain my clothes a little bit. And I kind of was like, well, that's the price you pay for natural deodorant. Well, no more. Today I'm wearing silk. I'm on your podcast, and I'm wearing natural deodorant, and it's a 2-step process.
And she smells fabulous.
And I do. I smell good all day. And here's the trick. So most natural deodorants are base of a shea butter or a beautiful oil.
Right.
And then they're mixed with baking soda and arrowroot powder and kaolin, clay, and some different essential oils, and they're wonderful. So pick your natural deodorant that you like. You like the smell of it, and it works pretty well. That is your first layer.
Okay.
Then you have to go with a second layer. So you have to find a clean body powder. I use Meow Meow Tweets body powder, and I sprinkle it in my hands, and I do a little pat as a second layer. And that second layer of powder seals in the first layer.
Oh.
Yes. And it lasts all day, and it makes a bit of a mess in the
Probably
bathroom.
absorbs if you sweat, too.
Yeah, they're really high quality, like a lot of the,
Yeah,
natural
I paid
brands.
$30 for my deodorant.
Yes, they're like, they're using organic oils. So it's that second layer that is the trick. And it makes a mess. I'm just warning you, but it works. And
that's okay.
You can wear silk and not worry.
Nothing a little wipey can't fix. So I noticed on your website, it was called Blue Beauty.
Yes.
And I know the terminology that we're all used to is green.
Yeah.
Going green.
Yeah.
What is the difference between Blue Beauty and Green Beauty, let's say?
Yeah. So for years, we've been talking about going green, being sustainable, and making decisions that, greening our beauty, greening our companies. And the step beyond green is where we are now, where companies really need to look at how they can use their businesses to make a positive impact on the environment. Because for for the last 60, 70 years since the Industrial Revolution, we have been polluting our environment unknowingly.
Yeah. And knowingly.
Knowingly
Yeah.
and unknowingly,
Yeah.
exactly. And it is time for us to kind of make reparations on the environment is the way that I look at it. What happened was I sort of learned about how companies were going blue. Using their companies, Patagonia is a great example of a company that uses its business to make a positive impact on the environment. And that's what going blue in general means. And Blue Beauty is really recognizing and celebrating brands that are taking steps to make a positive impact on the environment. There's not really a line between green and blue. I see it as like an ombre.
Yeah, that's exactly. They marry well together.
Yeah, and a lot of green beauty brands have been doing this from inception. And that was one of the things that when I really learned about this, we have brands who for every order they plant a tree, or they've been doing work.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, they've been doing work in different countries to regenerate forests or regenerate crops, support communities, contribute back to the ocean. That's one of the things that Beauty Heroes does is we contribute to a nonprofit called Five Gyres that does research and activations and education on the global ocean plastic crisis. And we are working this year towards announcing that we will be a 1% for the Planet company. So,
oh my God, that's amazing.
yeah, and there are a lot of great companies that are taking these steps. So the goal, it really is to celebrate them, to tell their stories, and encourage more people to do the same.
I just had an epiphany while you were talking.
Okay.
And it's just crazy how almost like, the food chain, right?
Yeah.
So here we are putting these chemicals on our body. Then what doesn't get absorbed, we're showering.
Mm-hmm.
It's going into our water,
Yeah.
which then goes into the ocean.
Yeah.
So we're not only poisoning our body, we're poisoning the environment. And it's almost like what's the word I'm looking for?
Snowball effect.
Yes,
Yeah. Mhm.
exactly. We always think of what's in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Instead of this big picture. And as you're explaining to me right now, I literally had an epiphany going, oh my God, it's not just about my body.
Yeah.
It's about everybody else's body, the planet,
Yeah.
the animals, which, I'm a true animal lover.
Yes.
Like, you don't want to go out with me and see a stray dog because we're not going to make it to where we're
Aw.
going.
Yeah.
So Beauty Hero has such a wide variety of hair and skin care. What does it take to be a hero beauty or a hero product?
Yeah, so, we curate a monthly hero product. That's our subscription service, and
Okay.
we deliver that to customers around the world. And we've been doing that for almost 5 years now. And so that's 60 hero products that have sort of made the
wow.
cut.
That's a pretty big cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Every hero product has a story.
Right.
So there's like a moment where I touched that product or, I was testing that product and I saw some really great transformation. It really depends. Every story is different. And the products that I curate truly are my hero products. They are the best in class. They are effective. They have a result. And for me specifically, I need my products to have an experience. So we talk a lot about ritual at Beauty Heroes. I'm a spa girl. I want
Me too.
Mhm. And I believe that we can all kind of recreate that spa experience for ourselves. We don't need to spend $250 to go to a fancy spa. For me, that's a treat.
Right.
But for me to create an experience every night when I'm taking off my makeup or every morning to put on a beautiful body oil that's going to help me feel good through the day. And actually, I brought our June discovery for you that has a beautiful body oil.
Shut up. Okay, this is weird. I have been looking for a body oil for the last 2 weeks on my couch at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, well, I got it for you.
Surveying, reading reviews.
I literally have, what I think is one of the best body oils
Oh my
on
God,
the
I'm
market.
so excited.
It smells incredible. It's Agent Atour's Holy Oil. It's our June discovery. It actually takes a lot to earn sort of that hero product status for a body oil because body oils are so many beautiful ones, and this one is truly special. So I can't wait for you to try it.
Well, I cannot wait to try it. I'll let you
Yeah.
guys know, too, my listeners. I got to let them know how I love it. Now, before I bring in Dana, because we like to play a little game
Okay.
with our guests. But I think there seems to be a lot of spirituality too, I feel, in your message. But how does it feel like, I think maybe on a spiritual level,
Yeah.
to be not only doing what you love, but also there's a higher purpose? So how does that feel in comparison?
Oh gosh, I like almost want to tear up when you ask me this question because there's so many. I think, spiritually as an entrepreneur, you're really tested.
Yes.
So I think that's probably the first thing that comes to my mind is you have to make decisions. You're really responsible for your decisions because you don't have a boss. In my career, if there was a decision that was being made that I wasn't totally in alignment with, it wasn't ultimately my decision. So you can write it off, sort of. It's
And
your
you can
job.
blame somebody else.
Exactly. At this point, you really are responsible for every decision that you make, the way that you interact with people in business, your ethics, your values. We're sending products around the world to customers, and I need to be connected to all of the pieces. So there's that aspect. I think, spiritually, I believe that there is a connection to each other, really, to, what people call the universe. We are responsible for what we put out there in the world. And having this free reign to kind of do whatever you want to do or to be a creator really has you thinking about whether, how you're in alignment with that. And then there's money, having money, not having money, making money, how you make money, that has to be spiritually aligned or else it loses its intrinsic value.
I agree 100%. I'm not a religious person at all. As a matter of fact, I grew up extremely religious, so I don't, I don't, but I'm very spiritual and I feel like we're all connected and we're all energy. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen down the road with you. I just feel like this is such an amazing thing that you're doing and informing us, and the passion that you bring. I'm sitting here. You guys can't see her, listeners, but she glows when she talks about this. So the passion is there. I am so excited to see what's going to happen with you, Jeannie.
Yeah, thank you. It's really a joy to share Beauty Heroes. I mean, we work with incredible brands and incredible founders who really do inspire me. We call it inspired curation. And that word spirit is sort of in that inspired base. And so we really hope to deliver things that will inspire our customers and our community and have them, sharing the health and the well-being that is there, that is genuinely there and available.
It's available. Sometimes we can't find it, but you've made it easy now to find these products. Before I bring Dana in, one more quick question. If you could just tell our listeners what 3 products everyone should have.
I think everybody needs to have a water-based serum.
Okay.
I really live and die by it. It's got some nice oils in it, but it's also got aloe vera, and I live by that, and I feel like everybody should have that.
Okay.
There's a product that we just featured that's called, I'm going to say it.
Say
It's
it.
a Eunice Velo, and it is a face SPF. It's actually it's on the pricey side, so I want to just put a caveat because not everybody can afford that. But we did send it out in Beauty Heroes, and it's a face SPF, and it's like the best face
A
SPF.
must, yes.
So I think that's a must. Oh, and the third type of product, oh gosh. I mean, I'm going to say it's just this body oil that I'm about to give to you because it really
can't wait to try it.
It's pretty good.
I'm about to open it up and try it on now.
And it kind of functions as a perfume too, just because it's so beautifully scented and it smooths the body, and you can put it on damp skin, so it kind of becomes like an emulsion, and it's a treat,
Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So, Jeannie, we're at the end of the show, but before we say goodbye, I want our listeners to know where they can find you. So if you can give us all your social media.
Sure. Our website, just to say, is beauty-heroes.com. There's a dash in there. But all our social media on Instagram is @beautyheroes, and on Twitter @beautyheroes as well.
Okay. But there's one more thing that we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
A little birdie told me you're about to open a store.
Yes. Beauty Heroes is based in a town called Novato. It's in Marin County, about a half hour north north of the Golden Gate Bridge. And we're opening a really unique beauty concept in area that's really, I think, can benefit from it. So it's the Beauty Heroes flagship store. We'll be celebrating healthy beauty brands. We have treatments with all of these wonderful green and blue beauty brands, a broadcast lounge, and we've got a really unique experience where you can come and taste beauty before you try, kind of like a beauty tasting. So you have to come in. We're opening this summer, and if you come to San Francisco, it's just a short drive.
Well, can you please let us know when the opening is,
Yes.
and we'll put it on so everybody knows. And I would love to come to the openings.
Yeah. Do you come to San Francisco ever?
I love San Francisco. Yeah, my husband used to live in San Francisco. He had a bar up there many years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's one of my favorite places.
hopefully you'll come for a visit.
Yes, that and Chinese food. I love going.
yeah.
Oh, they have the best Chinese food in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And you have to come back and tell us more of what's going on.
I will. And you got to get this body oil on you. Agent Natura's Holy Body Serum. It's
The
a body
holy
serum.
grail of serum.
You got to email me later and tell me what you thought.
I am, and I'm going to tell you listeners, too. I'll tell you all about it, and I might do a little video while I'm putting on and tell you the experience.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeannie.
All right. Hero on.
All right, well, let's bring Dana. Let's play a little game.
Okay. I'm down.
Okay, so we play a game on this show called Two Tweets and a Lie.
Okay.
Typically what I do is I go through our guests' Twitter feed and I go back to the old days of like 2015 and read some really early tweets.
Millennial, the old days of 2015.
You went back to my Twitter.
I did. Now, that's normally what we do on this show.
Okay.
But I wanted to take...
Oh my God.
I didn't do that.
Everybody does that. We're like, we went on your Twitter and they turned beet red.
You know what's good is that I have a Twitter. That's
exactly.
You absolutely have a Twitter. Everybody should not only follow Jeannie. It's very inspirational, but you'll find tons of stuff that's going on with Beauty Heroes. You should follow Beauty Heroes as well. But I didn't do that to you, Jeannie, because I wanted to take a very unique opportunity because Elizabeth is also a beauty expert in her own right. And I wanted to come up with a game that we could play to even the playing field a little bit. We're going to do a similar version, except it's 2 real skincare lines and 1 fake one that I have made up.
Ooh.
All right.
So I'm going to read all 3, and then once I'm done, each of you have an opportunity to guess what the fake skincare line is.
Okay, I'm going to let my guest go first.
All right, round 1. Drunk Elephant, Bon Iver, Kane and Austin. Which is the fake skincare line?
I definitely heard of Drunk Elephant. I
Me
think
too.
Bon Iver is fake.
I think so, too.
Yes, that is a singer.
Girl, we got
Amazing.
this. We know our skincare.
No, I know. I was like, I almost did like 5.
I didn't hear about
to
that
even the
third
playing
one,
field.
though. I've never heard of that third one either.
Yeah, Kane and Austin. They
Yes.
have very cute packaging. If Kane and Austin are listening and they want to send us any samples, we would be thrilled to have them.
Especially Dana.
Especially me. All right, round 2. Sunday Riley, La Prairie, San Junipero, and I apologize if I pronounced anything incorrectly.
Oh, you definitely pronounced the second one wrong.
Do you want to go first this time?
Oh, you're so nice. My guest is so nice. I don't know. I just know the second one because I've used that product. So I'd say the third.
The third?
Yes, the third.
The third, you guys are both right. That is an episode of Black Mirror, not a skincare line.
2 for 2.
You can't mess with us. Don't try.
I should have. Okay, this one's going to be hard.
Okay.
Neutrogena. Noxema.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
All right. All right, the real round 3. And if you guys both do this, this will be the first all-time both people got all 3.
I know.
All right. Skin Media, Black Tea, Cicely Paris, which is the fake.
Gosh, I've heard some really wacky skincare
Me
names.
too.
And I'm going to say
Black tea.
Black Tea is the fake one?
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, I am undefeated then because Skin Media is fake.
Oh,
Black Tea is a
that's
real
right.
company. Oh man, you guys are like making me a little
so
nervous because half of the
close.
fun of this game
I was
is
like,
that-
somebody named their company Skin Media.
No, I just smoked a joint and came up with it. bunch of fake names last night. But I gotta say, I had a lot of fun.
You had a lot of great names.
I'll maybe for our listeners, I'll screenshot the list of all of the fake names
that'd
I
be so
came up
funny.
with.
I wanna see that.
Oh my God.
Because they got dumb. I was like, Skin Media is too stupid. I have to.
But
include
hey,
it.
we thought it was real.
why it was real.
That's why I thought it was real. Because I was
Yeah.
like, there's some really, there's some stuff out there.
That's so great. Oh my God, well, you did good.
Thank you so much. You guys did great. Please follow all of Jeannie's social media. I was really enjoying kind of stalking this weekend in prep for the show. Thank you so much for playing this skincare version of Two Tweets, Not Tweets skincare line. I'm a lie.
Thanks, Dana. So, Jeannie, at the end of the show, we ask everybody this one question. If you were left unsupervised and nobody could see you or hear you, what would you do?
Yeah, that's a good one. I tried to, I was thinking, what would I really do? I think that I might cook and eat really good fondue while practicing my French in really fabulous lingerie.
Wow, I thought you were going to say your birthday suit. Because everybody, for
Yeah.
some reason, always wants to get into their birthday suit.
No.
You're like,
I want to wear
lingerie makes
something
me feel-
much prettier than that. I mean, in the sense, like, there's, that's
you wanna
something I
feel
wouldn't,
it. Yeah.
But yeah,
I love that answer.
I almost became a French major, and I miss, I think there's a part of me that always wants to speak French, and I'm a little embarrassed about it. So if no one was listening, that'd be really good for me.
Well, you just had me at fondue.
I know, right? Yeah. I was like, what's the first thing that you would do? Eat fondue.
Fondue.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So I just put it all together, like everything,
All your favorites.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Jeannie. And you were doll, and I am so happy you came on the show, and we need more heroes like you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Left Unsupervised. Don't forget to stalk us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Left Unsupervised Podcast. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for listening.